Hello Sagittarius, and welcome to your Astroflower reading going from the 7th to the 13th of October. Change of format again this week, just to sort of see which way you prefer it. All comments on the video would be absolutely brilliant according to the format, seeing if you prefer this one or the other one. We're only just changing things around. We're going to go into the messages and the tarot reading straight away, and then going into seeing the energies afterwards and seeing how the energies affect your flower and pulling a few cards on those energies that are coming in to your flower and seeing how it affects the reading for the week. So without further ado, let's just get on into the Astroflower. Here we go. We have the Astroflower here. Let me just open her up like that. Overall energies here. Let's just see what's going on for you. There is a boiling within you. It's like there's a lot of excitement, a lot of fire coming through, which is stimulating your air, and it's like it's like a fountain of passion that's coming through you here, and it's certainly on all fronts. It's almost as if like you've made this decision within you, sort of saying, "No, I'm sorry, I'm going to live life, blow it." You know, I'm going to live life. That's what it feels like. And on your financial side, there's a definite push towards the future, and it's to do with something that you should be doing. It's on your karmic path to do it. There is no. It's like you can't. It's like you're doing a job and you may not be successful in it. Or you might be getting by and stuff like that, but you know in your hearts of hearts that you don't really want to be doing anything else, and it's basically how you can play with it and give yourself another sort of direction in life in order to change it from just ticking over into big success. Basically, that's what it seems to be. Yeah, King of Pentacles. There's a lot of joy and understanding here. There's a lot of sitting in your power. It's a lot of confidence that comes through. Certainly on your relationship side, I think there's a huge amount of confidence in that sort of side of life. And I do think there is a confidence in your on your financial side, as if to sort of say, yeah, this is exactly what I should be doing. Therefore, I'm going to go ahead and do it and really live it fully. And it's built upon a lot of understanding and a lot of knowledge. The King of Pentacles has learned a lot in the past through, and it's a theoretical learning. It's not learning through life, it's theoretical learning. So you understand a lot about life. You've done a lot of deep understanding over the past 3 years. No, the past year. It could well be 3 years for some of you, but over the past year, so that's put you in a completely different position. Let's just see what's going on your relationship side. You got your karmic path, which is really tall. It's really tall, and it's playing out towards like the connection between the world that is around you and your past. So it's converting your past into your future. That's what it seems to be like here, and it's doing that through connections with people that are around you. On your universal energies, this has got a real goal. It seems like you're connecting with either one person or you have a connection with a person, which is really sharpening your sword, so you can really cut through the mist and go for the goals, basically. On your past self, there's a lot of weight. Not weight as in weight. There's a lot of weight as in sort of heavy sort of understanding. There's a lot that you've been through, I think, Sagittarius, and we are coming up to your birthday season. It's still a month and a half away, but in that last sort of period, 2 months before your birthday, we tend to weigh out what we're doing in the past and what we want to do in the future. In your future self, and evaluating that to see what we want to stop, what we want to continue, and everything like that. In your future self, it's almost as if like the past and the future are doing this mutual exchange, very practical mutual exchange that's going on, and it's redefining the pathway for you. It's it's making things clear. It's making things absolutely clear for you. What's the lesson out of this week here? I say to people, you know, you're born into this world by yourself, and you're going to leave this world by yourself. So in between those two, yeah, you may have a lot of people in your lives, but at the end of the day, you are the only one that sees what you do with your hands. You know, therefore you are your own judge and so forth. And I think that attitude you need to take with you in regards to how you apply yourself in life. You get the Hierophant on your karmic path. There is a definite thing here, definite learning. The Hermit card, the Hierophant, has learned a lot. He's become a priest. He's gone through all the spiritual learnings, and it's all about body, mind, and soul, and getting that into alignment with itself. And it could be a marriage thing, and this is what that excitement could be all about. It could be this connection with someone else, as someone's coming into your life and saying to you, you know, let me take you away from all this. Let's get married. That sort of thing. And you're kind of going, okay. And it seems to be like that. So, yeah, look at that. With the universal energies, you get the Lover's card. Yeah, it's definite. There's a love that comes into your life. And it could be just a friend. It could be a family member. But I got a funny feeling it's someone who you have a romantic connection with. And within that romantic connection, it's giving you a real direction in life. It's making things really concrete. And look at that in the past. You get the Hermit card there. Exactly what I said. You've been through a lot. The Hermit has been through, he's been to hell and back. You know, the Hermit, he's seen all the shadow side of himself, but he's also seen the happy side of himself. And he's taking on that star card in the lantern and sort of saying, no, I'm actually going to live life. I'm just going to go ahead and live life. That's what it seems to be all about. And it seems to be connected to another person and great love. And in your future self, when you take this on board and you give it a certain structure, this relationship, and really go for it, it's going to change your fortunes. You're going to feel like you're on cloud nine, Sagittarius. Really feeling like you're on cloud nine. And yeah, I think patience, as I said here, is like you're born alone. You see everything that you do. And this person here has been umming and ahhing by pushing those two cups there, just pouring water from one to the other. And that Temperance card there is very similar to the Hermit card in a way. And you can convert the negative into positive within your life by literally going ahead and doing it, I think, here. And after patience comes action. And this is what I think the world is asking you to do, is to convert this beautiful energy that you have flowing through you. It's a really exciting energy. Let that beautiful energy that flows through you, convert it into reality and put it into action. And it seems to be that sort of way here. It's coming through this week here, and I think the action will come into play the following week after the 14th. But this week here, it's really becoming very clear to you that this is the pathway you do need to go on. Okay, let's just see what's going on your financial side. On your karmic path here, I get like a light shining brightly in the night, and it's like your karmic path, and it's like going through the valley of death sometimes. It's, it's like you're paying your dues in order to get your results. That's what it seems like on the karmic path. And I would stick to that. Keep that light in mind. Keep that, that initial joy and happiness of why you started this journey. In your connection to the universe, and this is sort of like connection through intuition, networking, coincidences, sort of timing and all of that. Okay, and getting in sync with everything. And this sort of playing here to the future as well about a decision. I think you're making a decision whether, should I stay or should I go sort of scenario. Not sure if I did, that was in your reading last week, actually. That's the sort of feeling I get out of it. On your past self, your past self is played into the karmic path here. And this seems to be really coming in through here. really playing into this, and it's giving you the direction of where you should be going in your future self. There is happiness after difficulty here. There is still work to be done, I think. Still a bit of understanding and a bit of learning to be done. But I think this opportunity, this breaking through the glass ceiling in life is really turning up on your doorstep. And what's the decision of this week here? You have your destiny in your two hands. You have your destiny in your hands. That's what it's sort of the decision and how I think you should interact with the world that is around you. You can manifest what you like. This is on your karmic path. It's, you know, as I said, it's like the light that's shining through the darkness. It's like, you know, this is the pathway that you should be following. And now it's a case of manifesting the success in it. Convert it from something that's working, that's getting you by, that's paying the bills, to something that's really going to start paying for the new car, for the holidays and everything like that. From the universal side, you get the 9 of Cups. If you make this decision here and go for it, and be absolutely clear about it, the connection with the outside world is going to bring in a lot of rewards, a lot of possibilities. You're breaking through this glass ceiling slowly but surely. And in the past, yes, you've done that work. You've done that good, solid work. You may have done a little bit too much, maybe. You may have been procrastinating over the past year and a half about what you should be physically doing in the material world. But it has become very clear to you. And don't try to be the perfection. Try to enjoy the pathway and explore. You're going to get things wrong. Don't worry about that, because that's a learning curve. And when you learn, you become stronger. And in your future self here, it's sticking to the plan. It's number 7. Number 7 is that revelation to me. I think it's revealing to you those inner passions that your fire and air is driving through you, which is stimulating the mental capacity, but also inspiring you through your fires. There's a lot of, I think this is a pathway that you should be going on. And the 7 of Wands is all about that. It's a conviction of pathway. And sometimes you need to fight for it, yeah. And in your future self, you get the High Priestess. Where do you get the Hierophant? You get the Hierophant in there. You have an opportunity to bring your life into complete alignment with itself in a really beautiful way. The High Priestess is all about that intuition, as I was saying earlier on down here, and this is what plays into that 9 of Cups, or the 9 of Cups plays into this. If you play your intuition according to your career path, you could really open up some beautiful opportunities for you that make you feel that I'm getting the success of doing exactly what I want to do. I don't feel like I'm working in life because I'm enjoying what I do. Let's just see. So this is all about the energies that are coming in or coming through you, as it were. Okay, and this is all about your aspirations. This is about the Light Seers cards here is about the energies that are around you and how it interacts with your energies. Okay, so on your relationship side, with the King of Pentacles, you get the King of Wands. This is absolutely brilliant, I think, for you. Through that knowledge, now is a time to go off on that journey. It's a time to really step into your power. And I think you feel it as well. As I said, the energy is really bubbling up through you on your relationship side. And that's sort of like... I think you need to, if someone's proposing to you, yeah, I would definitely say yes, basically. I would definitely say yes. And then you get, with the High Priestess, with the Hierophant, you get the High Priestess. This is a divine counterpart, but it's not just someone that you've fallen in love with. This is someone who is spiritually in line with you. This is someone who's morally aligned with you. This is someone who's physically aligned with you. This is absolutely brilliant for you, Sagittarius. Absolutely amazing. As I said, I think there's someone coming into your life that gives you a real sort of direction, sharpens your sword, sharpens your intuition, sharpens your connection to the world that is around you. What is that Ace of Pentacles doing there? You get an Ace of Pentacles with it. I'm going to put that out there. I'm going to give that to the Lovers card. There's obviously a physical offering that's going to you. I don't know what that was doing in there. It mixed in with these cards here. Absolutely amazing. So yeah, the Lovers. Look at that. Look at that. This is fantastic. This really does reflect that bubbly energy that you've got going through you, Sagittarius. It really does. It's overflowing. It's really joyous. I would really encourage the connection with the outside world, connecting with another person, saying yes to something, saying yes to maybe an offer of moving in with someone or starting a relationship. In the past self on the Hermit card, you get the Well card, going from one dimension to another. I think you've done a lot of soul searching over the past year, and that has now finally come to an end. Now it is time to enact and live fully your joyous, lovable energy. And you get the Hierophant again in your future self. Now you've got the Hierophant twice and the Empress twice. This is phenomenal on the relationship side. Very, very phenomenal on the relationship side. It's really looking to do. I would engage. Whatever it is, whatever offerings you're getting in the way of love and relationships in life, I would engage this week here. The wait is over. You've been waiting a long time for this. You've seen a lot about life. You've seen how you've lived your life up to now. And now you know how to live it differently. How to allow your energies to really flow through in a beautiful way. Let's just see what's going on and how it's influencing your financial side. I can't get over the relationship side. Yeah, there's a decision that needs to be made here. I think it's a bit of a no-brainer, actually. It may seem like a tough decision, but it's not. I think you're making on your financial side, it's like the evident path. I wouldn't be surprised. That's an evident path there card. That's your future. And the evident path is basically you can have a lot of possibilities that are around you. But once you look at every single possibility, you're going to realise it's kind of going, there's no choice here. I've got to be doing that. That's the natural pathway that I should be taking. Okay? And that's when you can really start manifesting things. And with the Eight of Wands, look at that. You are manifesting true direction. It's giving you a real focal point in your life. And I think this is on your karmic path here. So this is where I was sort of saying, you know what you should be doing. This feels so right. And it does feel right. And it's your karma's coming back and supporting you because you've stuck at it. You haven't let go. You've stuck at that dream of becoming a singer or a writer or whatever it is. And because you're stuck you stuck with it, you're now getting the communication that is taking you to the next level. And with the Nine of Cups, which plays into that High Priestess, following your intuition, you get the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is you. The Knight of Wands is you. This is, with that King of Wands that's coming through, I think here is like you're really starting to play into your power. Going off and you've been on this mission, I think, for some time. And it looks like finally you're breaking that glass ceiling. Yeah, you've had to wait a lot in the past. There is no doubt about it. And I think that's made life very heavy for you. And it's just made life in the past of when is it going to happen? When is it going to happen? And now it seems like that this is the last step. The last step is always the most difficult. When you do a marathon, the last 100 meters can be the most difficult part of the race, for some people, because everything tends to sort of like you're using all your reserve energy. Yeah, stay strong and stay true. Stay strong and stay true to this karmic path of a direction that you should be taking. And if you do stay strong and stay true to it and use your intuition in the situation that is around you, I think here is where you're going to get the results. It's going to bring you healing. It's going to bring you a sensation of feeling at one with yourself. If you make this decision to keep going, keep following your karmic path, keep following what you know you should be doing, I think is really good for you. Absolutely amazing, Sagittarius. Let's just see what's going on with the energies and how the energies are affecting your Astroflower and the elements within your Astroflower. So let's just bring up what's been happening in the energies. If you've been watching the energy update, you will know that there's been a massive eruption on the sun this week, the biggest eruption in YouTube history. So, and it's going to be hitting the Earth, but there is not a great deal of ejecta. It comes out of this section here. It's an X. There it is. There, it's an X.9. If you want to know more about it, please go and see the energy update. It will give you a heads up on the inner workings within that X flare. And that's been coming off, and it's been an uptick in the energies of the sun, which I was sort of saying in the energy updates since around about sort of 5 months, 6 months, that this period here, October, November, we are going to get a major uptick on the vibrations that are coming through from the universe. But it's a very particular type of vibration. It's playing into the sort of fire and air energy, in particular. But let's just have a look at that eruption there. You can see here, this is around the corona hole. This is corona of the sun. Here it is here, the eruption that sort of happens. There's been quite a few that went off. There's one to the north. Now that's that big eruption there, and it blows off in all directions. So it really blows off this sort of like massive sort of like halo event that comes in your direction, comes in our direction, as it were, in the way of energies. And that energy is going to be driving that air energy. And that's the main thing that we should really be looking at. And you can see it just there. Let's just have a look on what's going on that X-ray flux and seeing what's happening with the different types of eruptions. You can see that here there was an X7 that was just before it, and now there was an X9 that's just after it. But also the energy, look at it, it's really taken an uptick. Look at that uptick there. And I think this uptick is going to be with us for the next sort of between 2 and 6 weeks. Basically, I think this has something to do with Pluto in Capricorn and how that plays in Capricorn. But more importantly, let's just see what's going on with your Astroflower within you. So let's just bring up your Astroflower. Here it is here. Here it is here, as you can well see. The thing is, as I said, it plays into the fire and the air, and it's going to be driving the air more than anything else. Intuition. Manifestation, that sort of thing, mental sort of stuff. So it can also be a little bit mentally straining as well. So be very aware of that. Make sure you do a lot of activities that allow you to be at peace within your mind, meditation and so forth. But also using that mind to really sharpen your blade, which I said earlier on, sharpen your blade in order to get to what you want to be doing. As you can see here with your Astroflower, you've got that fire that goes across the top there, and then you've got the earth down at your base. But then also within your flower, you do have a lot of air going on. And what you don't have inside you, and this is where you are one of those false signs, along with Capricorn and Gemini and Cancer, where you actually have more air inside your flower than you do have fire. The main thing I think it's going to be driving emotionally, this side here, there's a lot of stimulation. There's a lot of getting things into order between what is going through your mind and what is going through your emotions, so that they're in alignment with each other. And you get this also this fixed air and water out the top that comes in from Scorpio and Aquarius. And that gives you a sort of quantifying a lot of things within your relationship. But I think it's in this section here that's going to be the most paying, I think, are the most influential upon your reading. And also in this section here, this is on your financial side, and this is the connection between the past and the future. And it does take something where here is like you've got that cardinal air that comes in from Libra, and this is where it's driving your decisions about something that you've done in the past, and you want to convert something from the past into your future. And that's what it seems to be, and where the direction you should be taking it. So without further ado, let's just pull up your Astroflower. Let's just bring up your Astroflower again. Here we go. So here we have all the cards that we pulled earlier on. As I said, we're going to be looking in this section here, and this sort of crossover point at the moment, giving you a real sort of direction, quantifying your life, mentally and emotionally within your relationship side, and also looking at the influence from the vibrations that are around you in according to your financial side. And this is where you get cardinal energy, so it's giving you a real direction. Let's start on the financial side, because I think that's going to help you give a lot of direction of where you're going. You get the Magician card again. I talked about that, about the energy is really in line with manifesting. You've got it on your karmic path. That is that energy that comes from here and flows all the way through. Absolutely brilliant. It's helping you to manifest your future. This is a time to break through the glass ceiling, Sagittarius. You get the Knight of Cups. Yeah, this is like an offer that's coming in from you, from the universe, and I think this comes in from the Nine of Cups and the Knight of Wands. Brings you off on a mission that is totally in alignment with you and what you should be doing. You are breaking through the glass ceiling. You're getting that break. Say, like I said earlier on, if you wanted to be a singer or an actor or working in the arts, you're finally getting that gig that breaks the mold. Ace of Cups, most certainly. It brings you totally into alignment with who you are. Look at that. Look at that, Sagittarius. Very, very, very good energies that are coming in from the outside world for you here, and really driving you to stick with it. Just stick with it, Sagittarius. Whatever you're doing, just stick with it. It's going to come good. On your financial side, on your relationship side, Chariot. Okay, so fixed energy, which is what you've got coming in across this point here. Your fixed energy is not the fastest movings of things, but when you get that clarity or vision, when you get your mental and your emotional side in alignment, there's no stopping you, Sagittarius. There's really no stopping you, and it's going to be absolutely brilliant. And yet, I think you've been waiting around a long time. These two cards here are completely opposite cards. One is moving with huge speed. The other one is not moving at all. The thing is with this card here is there's two boats that you might be able to see that are in the background. She's choosing, or he's choosing, whichever you choose, the direction or the path that you should be going on. And I think it's here as sort of like the energy around you is helping you to clarify that decision very quickly by giving you real consistency within your mental and energies. And it allows you to go off on a very passionate mission with the Knight of Wands, which is totally you. Totally you. Absolutely brilliant reading, Sagittarius. Really lovely to see it. It's so good to sort of see after all the, what you've been through over the past sort of like 3 or 4 years. You had that first wave around about a month ago, 2 months ago, where everything was really kicking off. It seems to have quietened down a little bit since then, and now it's kicking off again. And really seize the moment, seize the day, Sagittarius. Absolutely lovely. If you want to know more about the energies and how it affects us through our health and through our elements and our energies, our chakras and our auras, please do go and see the energy updates. It really does help you to understand energy. And yeah, I will see you there. Thanking you for all the support you give to this channel. And it's all for me left to say is don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.